Happy New Year, everyone. Sorry I missed you last week. I got sent to work in San Diego at the very last minute. I'll tell you about that at some point during today's stream. Today, of course, is going to be the last finance and budget chat for 2023 before we head into 2024. And the topics, of course, always dictated with what you guys want to talk about. But loosely, we're going to talk about goal setting and vision boards. Go over a little bit of my past vision boards, see where I'm at on a lot of those goals, and keep you updated. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday and is looking forward to 2024. I know for me personally, what? For me personally, in 2023, I didn't exactly start a new job. I'm still with the company where I've mostly been for 27 years now, but I'm going into year 28 with this same company. This company is celebrating its 50th anniversary. So I've been with this company for more than half the time it's been around, but I've been adjusting to a new location, a further work commute, and different working hours. And I think the first year, hopefully, fingers crossed, will be the hardest in getting adjusted to that. Happy New Year, Sylvia. So I think that now that I've gotten a little bit more adjusted to how my day goes, work needing to commute longer, I'm hoping to get more accomplished in 2024. At the same time, I don't love hustle culture, meaning okay, you have your regular 9 to 5 job, you're working 40 hours, you're commuting 10 hours, you're going to the gym, you're spending all these crazy hours on a different business as well. Although everything that I read says that people that do have their own business, who are entrepreneurs, I have trouble saying that. I feel like I said it weird, but you know what I mean. An entrepreneur, you know what I mean. People that have their own businesses and they're in business for themselves have the greatest chance of success. Even if they start a business and it fails, they say those people still have a higher success rate because they use the experience of their previous failures and are able to apply that to new situations. There's a lot of videos from finance YouTubers that are like, how would you rebuild your wealth if you lost it all today? And there are a lot of things that they've done. And even in terms of this YouTube channel, while I still think it would be hard, especially because there's not the same need for this channel as there was during the pandemic, I still think that I have better skills and therefore a higher chance of success if I wanted to totally pivot the channel. And speaking of pivoting the channel, I do still obviously care a lot about finance. I want to see you guys be financially successful. But have you heard the saying, health is wealth? I know that one of my goals for 2024 needs to be my health. I've put on, honestly, the weight's been here for a while, but I am creeping up towards my heaviest. I think that's normal right after the holidays, but I gained a little bit of weight when I was on vacation. And then that was in early November. Then I got right back from eating great on vacation, and it was Thanksgiving. So the weight didn't come off during Thanksgiving. And then we went straight from Thanksgiving. Well, you don't go straight from Thanksgiving, but you go from Thanksgiving right into the Christmas holidays. And so I have been struggling with still taking off the holiday weight that I gained. Okay. Hi, Zilau. How are you? Okay. And of course, you guys, if you want to change the topic at any point, we certainly can. Okay, but I have some vision boards next to me. So I am going to take a sip of coffee. If you've been around for a while, you guys know that that means that this is your chance to please like the video. Also, I just want to say how thankful I am for all of you guys that come and join me on Sundays. I will talk a little bit. I haven't seen my poor mom since I don't know. I don't know the last time I saw her. I've seen her since Thanksgiving, but I found out last Friday that I needed to leave to go to San Diego the very next day on Saturday. So I was traveling I was out of town for the Christmas holiday. And I actually worked a double on Christmas Eve, and I'm salaried. So it's a little bit rough. So I was away from my family, working a double, but I actually like working the holidays. And even though I'm salary on Christmas Day, I got some overtime. Okay, so let's look at some previous vision boards that I've done and goal setting. I think that goal setting is really important towards achieving any goal that you have, right? And there's even a study that says, I can't remember what percentage, but that people who write down their goals have a greater success rate of achieving them. And ever since, I haven't talked about this before, I can't believe this, because this is really popular in like growing your wealth is writing down your goals. So I feel like we all mostly know what we want our goals to be, and we've got them in the back of our head. And just take them out of your head and put them on an actual piece of paper. You'll have a greater success rate in achieving those goals. I don't know if I still have this. I'm one of these people, I kept every paper that I wrote. I might have actually thrown those out. I might have finally thrown out every paper that I wrote in college. And I saved it, and I told myself that one day I was going to type it all up so I would have it and I would consolidate it. That's never going to happen. So if I haven't already thrown those things out, I probably should. But my very first year in community college, that's the highest level of college I've completed, they had us write down 50 goals as like a orientation project. Very first semester, like they made you take orientation for like a 30-minute class your first semester. And that was one of the first homework assignments I had in college, was to write down 50 goals, 50. That's a lot of goals, right? The first 10, 15, 20, you get through really, really quickly. And then by the time you're at like 30, 35, 40, like you're no longer writing down, I want to go on vacation. You're writing, and I wrote, travel to Egypt. I remember for sure that travel to Egypt was on my list of 50 goals that I wanted to accomplish. And now I can check that off if I actually physically had the list, which I don't. But you definitely like had to get pretty specific in writing down your goals to reach 50 goals. But surprise, surprise, they also say that writing down your goals more specifically will also help you achieve them. So instead of saying, I want to lose weight, they suggest saying something like, I would like to lose 20 pounds. Instead of saying, I would like to learn a new language, you get really specific and say, I would like to practice Spanish for 30 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The more specific you are about your goal, the easier it's supposed to be for you to be able to achieve that goal. So I remember that going to Egypt was on that list. I also remember writing, become a homeowner before the age of 30. Now, I was like 18 in community college. Hi, Michael. Happy New Year. So I remember writing, become a homeowner before the age of 30. I bought this house when I was 34 years old. So I didn't quite hit that goal. But you know how like you round down, if a number is like less than 35, you can round that down to 30. So like 34, 33, 32, 31, you can round that down to 30. And if it's the numbers 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, you round up to 40. Well, when I bought this house, I think it was like 1 month shy of becoming 35, but to me that still counts as 34, which if we round down, that's 30. And so if we round down to 30, then I bought the house by the time I was 30. It's a little bit of a stretch, but It was close, right? I also put like walk well in high heels. We're still working on that one. And with the way my knees are, I don't know if that's going to happen. But okay, this is my vision board from last year. I went to like a vision board creating party. And what do I have on here? This is some colored hair. I love having crazy colored hair. I'm not supposed to for my job. But if I go on another vacation or something, maybe I'll do it crazy just for a week or two. There's a hair stack to it. Speaking of hair, I put good things are going to happen is what that little thing says. It says be productive, which I still need to work on. Smiley face because I want to be happy. I love you because I want to always work on loving myself. Okay, then we've got like these kind of like cool house numbers, which my house numbers are actually kind of like that. I have Mexican Talavera tiles as my house numbers. So I guess that one's kind of already done, but it's been done, but I still like it. Then this is a plant, and specifically, I think it's a Monstera plant, which I have, and it's currently dying in my backyard. So I still need to do this. This is from 2023. Then there's some black and white patio umbrellas. I have partially a black and white motif going out in my back. My back patio could use like a revamp, quite honestly. But I'm still paying off my project of a washer dryer, so I don't have that. Then there's this just really cool vacation home with it's like a cabin with some kayaks out front. I mean, like if we're making a vision board, might as well, right? Why not have a vacation home with paddle boards? So it's probably near a lake. It's 2 stories. My mom probably couldn't even walk up all those stairs, so it's not for her, but look in the forest in the background. Anyway, that's like a real stretch of a dream. Apparently here, okay, I think this is a really cool door knocker, but like I don't really have that many people coming on my door. Now, I don't remember putting this on here, but I've got a picture of a man and a cat. So I'm not sure if I wanted a man who likes cats, or if I just wanted a cat, or if I just wanted a man, or if I still need both, I guess, a man and a cat. But I really want to work on myself before I get into any kind of relationship, right? And it's weirder the older you get, I think. So I don't know. But yeah, that's on the vision board. I do have the outdoor cat, Debbie. He is doing just fine. We did have a little bit of a moment where we were a little bit worried when I went out of town because my roommate was also out of town, but I did have a friend who was able to come and feed that cat. Okay. Again, this is 2023's vision board. Okay. These 3 pictures, and now I don't remember where in the heck these are. Okay. I believe that this is Greece. And there's a cruise ship in the back. Maybe I wanted to take a cruise. Sure, why not? I believe that that's Greece. I would like to see Greece. I've never been there. Then in the back of this cruise, I'm pretty sure that that's Alaska. I have heard that cruising to Alaska is just absolutely beautiful. And then I think this is Fiji. We're going to say it's Fiji, even if it's not, because I really want to go to Fiji. Everywhere tropical I would love to go, but I also, we'll get to this on another vision board. I didn't do any of this, by the way, in 2023, which is when I put it on the vision board. But hey, that's okay. Let's keep going with this year's vision board. I cut out a lot of, my front door really needs to be revamped. I got some colorful doors as inspiration. And then I got some black doors as inspiration. That's probably more my look. And my house is really, really small. So I think if I just made the house black and white, that might be great. Also, but this door is kind of like the color. You can't really tell, but hold on. Let me hold it in better light. This door is kind of the color of this room. And I feel like this blue room has been like really successful. I don't know. I enjoy being in here. It makes me feel productive and happy. Speaking of feeling productive and happy. Ooh, these are really cool, like matte manicured nails. For some reason, my nails have a blue tint because I had blue nail polish on. But lately when I go to the manicure place, it damages my nails instead of helps them. Okay, what is going on? My mouse is getting caught. I'm going to read some of your comments. Da, 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 da. Also, if you guys want, I do have linked in the video description Webull, which is still giving out a ton of free stocks. The stock market has been doing well at the end of this year. I have like my Yada Bank referral. I'm still enjoying banking with them. I've got my Mint Mobile referral. They've been perfect. Also, I haven't really filmed any videos or uploaded videos or anything on my phone, but I think I could have done with like a lower data plan. I got the unlimited plan. If you get a cheaper plan, like a 15 giga plan instead of $30 a month, it's like only $20 a month. And again, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for joining me. And I wish you all the best for 2024. We're going to get back in the vision board. I just want to catch up on the comments. Andrew says, in 2024, I will get some minor repairs to my car to keep it longer. Yes, not that it needs repairs, but basic maintenance to make it last longer. Also, Happy New Year. I need a better resolution. No, you don't, because then as long as you're upholding that, then you're happy, and that's great. So whatever you need. Alex says, if a man dislikes animals, he's a sociopath. Stay away. LOL. Yeah, I agree. But there are there's for sure like dog people and cat people. But I went on a date with somebody once, guys, and I had a cat at the time. She's since passed away. This is an old cat. But the guy said, I don't mind cats. Like if they come up to me, I'll pet on them. It was just weird the way he said, I'll pet on them if the cat comes up to him. And it made me feel like he did not interact with cats and he did not actually want to pet on them. I don't know. It was weird. Okay. Alex says, take a cruise and meet a hot Latino guy who's full of charm. Wait, that's what I want in 24. I have a, we'll call him a situationship. He's from Honduras and he's beautiful. But I don't think that's going anywhere, guys. All right. Linda says, I need to get house repairs in 2024. Not fun. Yeah. I am at the point, I mean, like I still need to do something about that doorway. And there's lots of areas in my house that need minor repairs and work. And I don't really like know where to start. That is like the door framing, right? And what if we, like, that's actually the wood underneath the door framing? It looks kind of moldy. I don't know. I like to not think about it, but at some point I need to deal with it. Okay, Sylvia says, my goal is to become an expert in something, or meeting a hot Latino guy. Sounds good. All right, that's what we got on our checklist, everyone. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sign me up. One that's available. Emotionally available, otherwise available. I'm not dating like a married guy. I don't mean to insinuate that. But we're not dating, so I don't know. One that's available for actual dating. It's hard out there. Okay. On this vision board. Ooh, okay. It's very, very tiny. Dream don't work unless you do. But that's a violin. I actually, back in the day, I wasn't very good. I don't mean to imply that at all. But like in 4th grade, I wanted to play violin because all my friends did. So my mom signed me up in 4th grade. And then also, I had already graduated community college and I was about 30 and I wanted to take violin lessons. But now everything's online, you can do it on YouTube. And I think I want to learn to play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song on my violin. And I've already looked, it's available. I know where my violin is. I sometimes think about selling it because I probably haven't touched this violin in 7 years. Anyway, if you have an instrument lying around, doing things like playing instruments helps keep your mind sharp. Doing something creative is supposed to be good for you. I think I would like to play my violin. We're going to actually do my vision board in a second. So guys, remind me to write that down, that I want to play the violin. I'm going to be real modest because I haven't touched that thing in like 7 years. So let's go with 30 minutes a week on average. Maybe 1 week I'll play for like an hour and the next week maybe I won't play at all. 30 minutes a week, every week on average for the rest of the year. I would like to do that. But if you have an instrument and you can't afford like individual lessons, but it's something you'd like to get into, look into doing it at your community college, because a lot of times, like, you'll meet like 3 times a week. It'll be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or twice a week. It'll be like Tuesday, Thursday, and you'll be in violin class or choir or orchestra or whatever it is for like up to 2 hours a week, and you just pay like whatever the per unit fee is, but then sometimes you also have to pay what is it called? The like enrollment fees, and those have gotten higher in the last like 16 years since I did this. But when I was 30, I took a ballet class for exercise and I took a violin class. So I enrolled in 2 classes. Obviously, I'm not trying to be a ballerina, not trying to be a violinist, but I was looking to do things in the most economical way possible. And I wanted some fitness. I think I may have also taken a yoga class. So I think I was doing 3 classes, ballet and yoga and violin, all at Santa Monica Community College, just for fun. And I don't feel like I was taking that spot from like another college student who needed those classes, because somebody who's playing violin at the college level probably isn't taking like a beginning class if they want to be a violinist at the in their life. And most people in ballet are not going to break into ballet if you're taking a beginner ballet class at community college. That's not to say never, but anyway, like, you guys get what I say. So I just did it for my own health and for my own like enrichment, and I really enjoyed that. Violin was really hard for me. It's not something that comes easy for me. And this time I'm going to do it the YouTube route and see if I can like teach myself that way. I don't read music very well. Okay. Then something else that my house desperately needs. And I feel like this is kind of Spanish style. Okay, well, that's going to cover my face. But landscaping. I could really use, and I want to do like those drought tolerant plants that will also look good with my Spanish style house. Although all the people buying in my neighborhood who are like buying houses, they're just tearing them down and building like these big boxes. But like my neighborhood is mostly Spanish style houses, the ones that are left, and I want to keep that. And then lastly is this nice little YouTube setup, because I do want to keep going with YouTube. And this, okay. And that concludes, what does this say? Don't let the silly little things steal your happiness, is what that last sticker says. So this was 2023's vision board. I don't have anything. I haven't accomplished anything off of it. Probably because they also say keep your vision board where you can see it, and this fell behind my fireplace. I dug it out. I don't have a fireplace. It's like a fake electric fireplace from before I got the house. Okay, so, but hi, Anthony. All right. In 2024, I want a guy who isn't a cheater and who doesn't take money from my bank account when I don't know. My ex was a disgrace. Yes. And that's also like what I mean by available, like a partner who gives like equal push-pull. It doesn't have to be like each partner is necessarily like equal financially or anything like that. But if I'm putting in more financially, which I definitely have been that person in the past, then they need to be putting in like more emotionally. They need to go the extra mile for like planning dates, or if they were to move in, like keeping the house clean, or like it needs to be equitable, right? So I'm so sorry that happened to you. What a jerk. And yes, and available meaning like emotionally available and like not out wandering around cheating. Okay, so let's look at, please don't ask me why I still have this, but I do. This is my vision board from 2021. Okay, I think we're going to need to pull some stuff off of here, because even though this one's an old one, I can pull off this stackable washer dryer that's in a kitchen, because that is done. So I don't think I need that picture anymore. Also, my mom will attest to this if you guys can't tell. I have, this is a blue couch, a blue velvet couch. Maybe this one's comfortable, but I bought, since doing this vision board, I bought a blue velvet couch. And that thing is so uncomfortable and I hate it. So maybe new furniture, maybe a blue velvet couch, but not the one I have. So these from 2021 are kind of done. And even in this picture, now the handles and everything are different, but my kitchen cabinets are almost even that color. So yeah, I've got a stackable washer dryer. My mom saw the washer dryer in my house for the first time. So these are done from 2021. So we're a little bit behind because we did this one I think I did in 2022. Maybe I did it late 2021. I'm not entirely sure when I got the blue couch. So, but not, maybe I did, we'll say I did that in 2021. So it's just been up there and I haven't taken it down. And then of course the washer dryer I did in 2023. So again, they got done a little bit later than I had planned, but they did get done. Okay, now we have some other things. I think we're going to take all these off and then put them back if we want to. I think that's going to be the plan. Okay, this is the Northern Lights. I would really like to see the Northern Lights. However, I will say that right after I put this picture of the Northern Lights up on my vision board, I found like an app during the pandemic that like would let you watch the Northern Lights from your computer. But this year might be a good year for me to try and see the Northern Lights. I think they're supposed to be like the most beautiful that they're ever going to be. Maybe not ever going to be. They're supposed to be really strong and really beautiful in 2024. So maybe that is a thing to do in 2024. Okay, now the next thing's not going to be a surprise to anybody. We have the Tesla. That is a Tesla, right? Yes, it is. Wait, is that a Tesla? What's that little logo? Oh, that's the pinhole. So we have a Tesla. Vroom, 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 vroom. Okay, now you guys know that I test drove the Tesla and I didn't love it, but I still want to love a Tesla. I still would like one. I'm not gonna lie. I still like the way they look. I like the idea of not paying gas on a Tesla. I like that it's supposed to be more environmentally friendly. I didn't like what they call the one pedal driving. But like there's so many Teslas on the road, like if all of those other people can get used to one pedal driving, like I must be able to get used to one pedal driving too. You just need to practice it, right? So I took one drive around the block and I was like, oh no, this is not for me. But like maybe it is because maybe I didn't give it a good enough chance. Okay, let's see. Also, everybody, do go to work today on New Year's Eve, and then I'm working tomorrow, probably a double. Okay. A beach house. Although, guys, have you been seeing like the footage from Ventura about all the high tide? That's a little scary. So it's like a mansion with a pool. Because again, if we're going to dream, why not dream big? Because these aren't like goals that I'm going to achieve this year, but like, just one day. Another house with pool. That's a big rip in the paper. Just because it's a rip in the paper. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily love the way this girl is doing this yoga pose, but this is standing bow. I used to really love going to yoga. I loved going to hot yoga, and I would like to get into it again. And that's one of my favorite poses, and I would love to get better at that pose. I don't even think I could reach my foot like that right now. My back and everything's out of whack. So even getting to the point, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You just have to try. Because again, I think my slogan for 2024 needs to be health is wealth, and I really need to worry about that. Okay. Anthony wants to win the lotto and after taxes end up with around 28 million. That's real specific. But again, get specific with your goals. Buy a house for myself because I called you Anthony, but you're Ben because you commented right under Anthony. Buy a house for myself because I dislike roommates, no privacy. Yeah, I definitely can understand that. Joy and Joey. Am I a believer in the paranormal? I think you would be so fun to take on an investigation. Sorry, I'm way off topic. I might be down for that. And here's the thing. I am very skeptical, right? But I also grew up loving like gothic stuff. So ghost and vampires especially and all of that kind of thing like I love and I want to really believe. And I will say, I don't know if I shared this. I'm going to New Orleans in February to see Stevie Nicks. It's going to be a real quick trip this time. Fly there, see her, fly back. No extra money spent. Just get there. I don't know why we're going in New Orleans instead of LA or Utah where my friend lives, but that's where we're going to see her. Last time I was in New Orleans, I was like, New Orleans is the perfect place. It's got all these above ground graves and there's a lot of history here. I'm going to go on a ghost tour. And it was a little hokey, to be honest. But I do kind of scare easily. So I don't know. We'd have to see. But yeah, I think that would be fun. And we might do another ghost tour because we are going to be, I think we fly in on Tuesday. We'll stay in a hotel Tuesday night. Then I think Stevie Nicks is Wednesday, but then we fly out Thursday. So we will have Tuesday night in New Orleans. So I might do another ghost tour. I'll report back if I do that. I might just catch up with my friend because it's a different friend I haven't seen in a long time. Okay. Sylvia says, when I say salaried employee, does that mean you get paid a set rate no matter how many hours you work? Yeah. With the exception of holidays. There's 5 holidays that salaried managers get like time and a half. And it's Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, I think Memorial Day and Veterans Day. No, it's July 4th and Memorial Day. It's not even Veterans Day. Well, I guess we're not veterans, so I guess that makes sense. But so those 5 holidays: Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July. So and we have to actually work on those holidays to get the time and a half. So I'm always like, put me to work. Because I always want that extra money. And I am still working on getting out of some debt. So I've got that. Okay. But yeah, set paycheck, which is great because like it lets you know how much you're going to get, but it stinks on days when you're working like past 8 hours. Like I worked 13 hours on Christmas Eve and you're just working and you're not getting anything extra and it's Christmas Eve. So you're slightly bitter, but this is the life you've chosen to lead. I'm not bitter. I'm grateful for the job, but it is like 13 hours is a long day on any day. And it's like, you don't really want to be doing that on Christmas Eve, but there you are putting on your customer service smile and making it through. And actually, like I shared the picture with you guys. I had like the funny cat Christmas dress. I have a different one that I wear on Christmas Eve that has like reindeers going through the moonlight. And I wore Grinch tie like the day before that. And then I wore like red to work after Christmas Day. So I had like, even though I was out of town in San Diego, I took like a whole bunch of Christmas themed outfits with me. Okay. Here we go. Oh, well, this is going to be interesting. Okay. We got some stuff here. Okay. This lady, I still love the silver hair look, right? So that's why she's on here, but really I like the whole look. I like the red lip and I like the really silver hair. That's probably would age me a lot, but I do think it's really pretty. So on the one hand, on the other vision board that I haven't done, and I have tried to get my hair like that light before, it has not necessarily worked. I don't think you guys have ever seen me with this silvery hair. And then I have, oh, look, there's a piece up there that like already matches. But anyway, I like the silvery gray hair look. Maybe I definitely have some gray hairs going on. So like maybe it's time to just like but then I'm also like real blonde still. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Muse says, happy 2024. I'm going to try and pay off my car this year. No is full of crime. New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans before though, and I do love it. I don't think it has any more crime than like Los Angeles. I get like directionally challenged, right? So I get like, I don't know where I'm at, but their trolleys and their streets pretty much run like east west and north south. It's not like these weird like curvy roads. So when I went there before, I can't remember what year that was, maybe 2018, 2019, 2017, somewhere in there. I felt pretty safe. So, and I did walk around a fair amount by myself. Um, I know to be careful if you're in like the area where they do Mardi Gras, like that, like they target tourists. You have to always be aware of your surroundings. Okay. Joy and Joey says, I definitely should record and see if I catch anything. I would love to see a video like that. Not sure if anyone else would. I mean, there certainly are. There's channels that are totally dedicated to that. Maybe I should try and collaborate with someone when I'm in New Orleans. Okay. Andrew says, I don't have a car payment either. And once you fully pay off the car in 2024, it will truly be a liberating experience. You free up so much cash flow. Yeah, and I agree. And I'm gonna again share this tip because it's one of the best tips I've had on the channel. If you're about to pay off your car, you probably already have a really good interest rate. But if you don't have like an interest rate, I'm going to say under 6% now, it's worth looking into it. So if your interest rate is 6, 7, 8%, you might want to look into calling a local credit union and see if they'll refinance your car at a lower interest rate. And that should lower your payment, which should allow you to pay it off faster. Okay. So let's see what I actually had written on ye old 2021 vision board. Apparently I didn't do one in 2022. Is this even going to erase? All right. January 2021. Oh, I think no, it's not going to erase. So I have my handy dandy whiteboard cleaner, but let's go through. We'll cross off any that are done. How about that? So this was January 2021. I hope those were not just my goals for January, because these are a little bit ambitious. Learn QuickBooks. We will put a 1/2 next to that. That's not showing up very good on camera. So let's put the pen caps correct, because I got the green one on the blue and the blue one on the green. Okay, so I did learn a little bit about QuickBooks. I'm not using it as much for my business right now, but I would like to learn QuickBooks because since I do like money so much, if I ever did change careers, accounting is something I might like to go into. And a lot of people do just use QuickBooks for their accounting. Okay, learn Photoshop. No. And I don't think I want to do that anymore. A lot of really popular YouTubers, I feel like a lot of young people, they already know how to do Photoshop. And I feel like Photoshop would be a valuable skill to learn, but I found it really hard. And at least in terms of going forward for 2024, that's not on my to-do list. I use Canva. It does enough of what I would be using Photoshop for that I don't think I actually want to learn Photoshop anymore. I do think it would be a good skill to have, but it's not going on the list. Walk. I mean, I always walk, but I probably didn't walk as much as I should have in 2021. Otherwise, I might be a little thinner. So we're going to call that a no. Meditate. There's a lot of studies that say if you meditate for like 5 minutes at the start of your day instead of grabbing your phone, which I'm really guilty of, grabbing my phone as soon as I wake up, they say it's better to meditate for 5 minutes. I don't think I did that though. So we're going to put no on that. And this is my 2021 vision board. End month with over 20K subs. Now, I don't know if I did that, but even now after the pandemic, I still have over 30,000 subscribers. Okay. This says make over $5,000 on YouTube. I bet that was just for January. I don't think I did that. I'm certainly not doing that now. I'm averaging about $70 a month. Oh, here's this hustle culture. Start another side hustle. See, here's the thing with these side hustles is once you start a YouTube channel or a TikTok, then they say, oh, you should have a website. But then when you have a website, they're like, you should have these funnels into buying a product. And I'm like, I don't really have a product, but I have start another side hustle on there. Medium, which I think is a writing platform, Etsy, which would be like selling something like stickers or t-shirts or whatever. Then there's t-shirt printing I had on there, and then there's etc. I don't think that's going on my 2024 list, and that was not done in 2021. Invest consistently in the stock market. I'm going to say that I always do that. Usually I do that through my Works 401k, and we're going to count that. Also, guys, something that I want to share that I did that's a financial mistake. I do like Robinhood and Webull and getting all the free stocks you can, which I have linked below again. But I shouldn't have invested anything extra in Robinhood or Webull, and I did a little bit, until I had maxed out my 401k. And in this sense of the statement, I don't mean max out my 401k to get my company match. I mean max out my 401k in order to receive the maximum tax benefit, which I think going into 2024 is like $23,000. So basically, my rule going forward is I'm not going to put any money into my Robinhood account until I have put at least $23,000 into my 401k. And I'm not saying I have $23,000 to put into my 401k. I'm just saying like so I probably won't be putting any more money into like my Robinhood account or my Webull account. And the reason for that is I want the best tax advantage. And that's the best for my situation. You guys should investigate and do like your own thing. But for me, I want that tax advantage. I want to be paying as little as possible in taxes. But that means I get taxed on my 401k money when I withdraw it. But hopefully that works out in my favor. And if you do have money in a traditional brokerage account like Robinhood or Webull instead of an IRA or a 401k, you can withdraw that at any time without penalties. So there's pluses and minuses to both, but I'm at a point in my life where I would first want to totally max out my 401k before I did anything else. Now, invest in Bitcoin. This is another story I may not have shared before. But way back in 2014, I had a whole Bitcoin and I sold it. Like I think I paid $1,000 for it and I sold it for like $400. Which looking back was a mistake because that same one Bitcoin that I paid $1,000 for could have been worth like 42,000 or 60,000. But how I look at that is I might not have kept it until it hit 60,000. I think it went to 7,000. I might have sold it then. Then it went to like 9,000. I might have sold it then. Then it went to 17,000. I might have sold it then. You can't look back because you don't know what decisions you would have made. At the time, Bitcoin was losing money from what I had paid for it. And that year, I was going to owe a lot in taxes and I had some credit card debt, I think. And I was like, this is stupid to have an asset that's losing money when I could cash that out and use that to pay down my credit card debt. So that's what I did. I cashed it out, used it to pay down credit card debt, but I sold it at a loss. So not only did I not even get back what I paid for it, but I sold it at a loss and it never had that growth potential, which is why it's best if you're investing to just kind of set it and forget it, like not be constantly withdrawing and everything. But here is invest in Bitcoin on that list. And I think I did do that in 2021. I don't have anywhere near a whole Bitcoin. I have like a fraction of one. But what I don't like about Bitcoin anymore is you really have to like move it into like a secure wallet. And I think a lot of people don't take that step and then it leaves it vulnerable to get like stolen or go missing or whatever. Like, and then they say you have to have the keys to your wallet. There's just a lot of extra steps. And I think that for me personally, I think that like cryptocurrency is too volatile for me to want to invest in. Okay. This next one said invest in self. I think that I did that By invest in self, I mean like learn something new, travel somewhere new, um, something like that. And I feel like I'm always trying to do that. Okay, then this says upgrade YouTube equipment. Lord, we did not do that, and I don't think we're going to. That's again something I don't even think I want to do anymore. I need to learn the equipment that I have. And I do have like a camera that I don't use. So I need to learn to really use what I have before I go trying to get something else. Okay, and become a millionaire. I think we did that one. It's been back and forth, but the stock market has gone up since we last looked at this. And the amount that I owe on my house is down. The amount I owe on my house is down. But since the last we looked at it, the estimated property value of my house is also down. But I think that the stock market went up about 15,000 up, and I now only owe about 29,500 on the house, and then my new house estimated payment I think is not payment, but value is 670K. And I think I was only like off by about 4,000 last time. So my house depreciated 10K, but because the stock market is up 15K, I think in net worth, I'm a millionaire. I still have $11,000 in debt that I need to pay off, but net worth takes that debt out of account. Okay. Joy and Joey, have a great new year. Wishing everybody a great new year. Yes, please have a great new year. Okay. And be safe out there, guys. Please don't drink and drive. A lot of services offer free rides. Have somebody that you can call, even maybe if it's a parent. Anyway, okay, let's see here. Joy and Joey says, if I ever want to do like a paranormal investigation to like let them know. And that sounds like fun. I would be down to do that. Okay. Alex says, I haven't had a car payment before because my car's old, but I definitely want to keep it longer to avoid a dreaded car payment. Yeah, and car payments are insane right now. So yes, anything that you guys can do to avoid having a car payment and or like make sure that you're paying a low interest rate, and like don't buy a car that you can't afford. Don't buy a car that's beyond your needs. Even for me, a Tesla, where's that little Tesla photo? Tesla, which I really want, even though the price is coming down, I still think it's about $35,000. But I'm pretty sure you can still get a Prius for less than $35,000. So as much as I want a Tesla, and there might be some like gas savings, like that might make it end up being cheaper. Like I want to go with whatever the cheapest overall car is. That means I don't want to be putting premium gas into the car. I don't want to be, I don't want it to be a lot of money to insure, and I don't want that car payment to be really high. So whatever gets me the lowest total out the door is fine for me. As long as it drives to one place and gets me back safely, that's all I care about in a car. And I think that's all most people should care about in a car. Does it go from point A to point B? My roommate that rents the garage, bought a used Honda during the pandemic, paid like $5,000 for it because it's manual, and that thing's still going great. Okay, Joy and Joey says, Photoshop is good to learn at least the basics, but it's hard to learn. Yeah, I found it really hard, and it wasn't fun, and I didn't enjoy it. And like, I don't want to spend my time doing. It's hard because sometimes to get to a point where you enjoy it, you have to struggle a little bit at the beginning. But I didn't like Photoshop. Okay. Joy and Joey also says, isn't starting a website expensive? If anyone knows any tricks or tips, please let me know. It depends. There's a lot of free websites out there, but like I don't have a funnel. I don't have a product that I'm trying to get people to buy. So my main goal with a website would be to try and drive people back to my YouTube channel. And at least for a paid website, I don't think that's enough. I think that you should have a product to sell, even if that product is maybe doing speaking engagements or something like that. But I'm not doing any of that right now. So I think for me, a website isn't good, even though as soon as you start anything, if Jenny Silver has a website, Graham Stephan has a website, Meet Kevin has a website. Most people that you find on YouTube are also going to have some sort of website, but then it is going to link to a product or services. But I actually did hire Jenny Silver to consult with me to start a website. So she helped me get all of that set up through Kajabi, which she really likes. For me, it wasn't the right platform, but I think there are like website hosting things like GoDaddy. And there's some others that I can't think of off the moment, but I believe that they're free or very low cost. Okay, Alex says Photoshop is very useful. It hides my flaws if I want to. Hey, if I want to lose 10 pounds, Photoshop can make me look thinner too. Haha. I feel like maybe I don't have a steady enough hand to do that. Like I know, like, okay, let's see here. Okay, so if I get real close to the camera, we can see some discoloration on my face right there. And I know that you can like pick the color down here and put it up here, or maybe like I need a light highlighty color and I could pick that color and put it over the discoloration. Like I know that, but I don't know how to make it look natural at all. And I do think a lot of people, even my age, like grew up altering and photoshopping their pictures to make themselves look better. And some of them are funny, like when the Kardashians have like a flaw on their Photoshop alterations, like I love that. But it was very hard for me and didn't come natural. And because of that, I didn't enjoy it. And I just went to Canva. And I don't know if Canva has a slimming tool, but also, like, man, if I have a blemish, I have a blemish. And self-acceptance in 2024, like body positivity, I'm not altering it. I'm not spending the time to present something that I'm not. Now, maybe if I spilled something on my shirt and I wanted to Photoshop that out, like maybe for that, but I feel like with that, I feel like I could blur it on Canva. I feel like there's an easier way than Photoshop. See, but maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm always secretly looking for shortcuts, which I don't think is good. Okay. Okay, Alex says, Joy and Joey, absolutely. I can make myself look like a model of sheer perfection with Photoshop. I don't have time for that. That would take a lot of work for me to look like a model. Okay, so I think it's time to write down some goals at least for 2024. So here we go with my expo wipe. We're going to erase the January of 2021 goals. I drew a little heart though. Look how optimistic I was. All right, so also we've got this good expo cleaner for when your whiteboard marker is set in. Ooh, even this thing is dusty because it's from 2021. This is like three years of sad old goals that I didn't achieve. It's okay. Some of them I did though. Also, it's interesting because I think it was Sylvia who was asking me if, since now I've kind of hit $1 million in net worth, if that would change anything. And no, because again, a lot of it's in the house or the 401k. So the house is kind of meaningless unless I'm ready to sell, which I don't think I'll ever sell this house. Never say never, but there's no plans to ever sell this house. As far as I'm concerned, even though I have other things on the vision board, I'd be fine living here until the day I die. But, so the house isn't worth anything until I go to sell it. And then the rest of the money's in the 401k, which I can't really touch until I'm 59 and a half at the earliest. Okay. 2024. Let's get some goals on the board. I don't know what to call this. We're just going to call it 2024 goals, not January of 2024. Okay. Okay, 1. I'm just going to put a slope. No, let's see. Do I want to be specific? my theme is going to be health is wealth. So there's going to health equals wealth. It's going to be my mindset going in. So okay, let's be specific. All right, guys, I'm over 200 pounds. I think I want to start moderately because I want these to really be things that I can achieve. So I'm going to put lose 20 pounds. Awesome. 5'5", if anyone's wondering. Lose 20 pounds. Because I know that that's doable. I know I can do that. I'm getting older and it's harder to lose weight, but I know I can lose 20 pounds. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2. I'm just going to put use cell phone less. I know that's vague, and I know I was just like, let's be specific, but that's going to be good enough for me. Okay. Number 3. This one will be more specific. Play violin for 30 minutes a week. I think that's doable. Okay. 4. You guys heard me say that I bought that blue couch and I hate it. I need different living room furniture. So change living room furniture. I think that'll be my big kind of house project. I have some other projects that I haven't started. So in the garage, not the garage, but like there's a shed also. Paint patio furniture is going on there. I bought patio stain a while ago, so paint patio furniture. So that'll be a little upgrade, and I already have the supplies if that paint hasn't gone bad. Okay, what else do I want to do? I want to 2023, I didn't make one single YouTube video. So let's just go moderate. I want to make at least 4 YouTube videos. We got to just start small. We didn't do any in 2023. If I make more, great. If I don't make more, as long as I make 4, we're doing better than I did in 2023. So we'll still call that a win. 7. I would like to learn a new skill. Learn new skill. I'm going to drill that down and say for work. And I'm going to define that as accounting, YouTube, sales, marketing. One of those areas, not all of them. 8. Try new activity. For me, that could be something like sailing, jet skiing, whitewater rafting, something like that, something active. 9. Travel somewhere new. I'm going to put a little star and put Northern Lights. tummy growl. Northern Lights. Okay, and then I think 10. I think we're just going to do 10. No, we'll do 11 because I just thought of an 11th one. 10. Take mom to see my half siblings. I'm just going to write take mom half siblings because I already started writing that and I messed it up. But meet them they live in Georgia, meet in Tennessee. Or, because that's close and apparently they travel there sometimes, Tennessee, and I've never been to Tennessee, or my half sister, or lake house. Has a lake house, but we've never been there. But I think to visit them in Tennessee, get everybody to meet us there, or like take like a lake house vacation. I think that would be fun. So that gives me a way to take my mom on a trip and visit my half siblings without feeling like I'm doing the same trip that I've done before. Because I like variety, but I also want my mom to have as many awesome experiences as possible. And I think 11 is going to be, we're going to put read at least 10 books. And those can be anything. Those can be like finance books. Those can be productivity books, self-improvement books. They can be fiction, whatever I enjoy. And reading counts as audible as well. So like listening to audiobooks, I really enjoy that. I think 12, I'm going to put like attend a conference. Attend a conference. Because you meet people and you can network at conferences. So that can be a wealth building conference. It could be a YouTube conference. Some sort of conference about something that I'm interested in. Sometimes it costs money to go to the conferences, but I think that would be, again, an investment in self. So maybe we'll put 13, invest in self. Invest in self. 14. Let's just put something out there on their vacation home. Or investment property. Like I need a big goal on there too. Because just writing it should help me achieve it. So we put that on there. Vacation home or investment property. 15. We're running out of space. I had one when I was thinking about attend a conference. Oh, I would like to learn. These are specific activities. Take a golf lesson. I'm going to write and tennis. Take golf and tennis lesson. We'll take one of each. I just want to wear a tennis skirt, to be honest. I think they're cute. And golf, to be honest, we talked about meeting someone, which you'll notice is not on the list. But I feel like rich men play golf. So like, why not put myself in that environment? And 16. What is the last thing that will fit on here? 16. Read at least 10 books. Attend a conference. Invest in self. Vacation home or investment property. Take golf and tennis lesson. I'm going to say contribute the federal maximum to my 401k, which is $23,000. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but let's put it on there. We'll aim for that. It's good to aim for something, and then if you don't get it, that's fine. I didn't put any. Oh no, I put the patio furniture. All right, and we can check in on this list if you guys want. Maybe midway through the year, be like, Shelly, where are you at with your vision board? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look. I feel like there's more comments, but there we go. Okay. Muse says, it costs too much to charge a Tesla, but on the plus side, an entire family survived, 2 adults, 2 children, when their Tesla flew off a cliff in California. Yeah, wasn't that a crazy story? Okay. Sylvia said, I stopped adding salt to my food and lost 3 pounds almost instantly. All right, Sylvia, I'm going to fess up here. Ugh, Let's put another one. Oh, we're going to write it sideways. Lower blood pressure. Can I put 17? Ugh, I don't want to erase the other ones. Lower blood pressure. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, so I have high blood pressure, and I would like to get that under control. But I do love salt. I don't add a lot of salt to my food, but I eat. Oh, I'm single, right? I'm single. Of course, I eat a pizza designed for one or pizza designed for two by myself. I eat a lot of frozen foods, and a lot of frozen foods have so much sodium in them to make them taste good. Okay. Okay, fine. My mom's, we got to squeeze another one in. We got 18. Well, spend more time with mom. 18. 18. Spend more time with mom. But we have take mom, two half siblings and meet up in Tennessee. I didn't spell Tennessee wrong, but that's okay. Or Lake House. Okay. So that'll be a lot of time I get to spend with my mom. Also, I think in Tennessee is Dollywood. I would like to go to Dollywood, but this isn't going to fit there. Okay. So to sum up, here are my goals for 2024. My theme is going to be health is wealth. I got to start thinking of it like that. Okay. Number 1, lose 20 pounds. 2, use my cell phone less. 3, play violin for 30 minutes a week. 4, change living room furniture. Oh, I hate my living room furniture. It's just not comfortable. Okay. It sucks to not be comfortable in your own home. 5, paint patio furniture. That I could literally get off my fat tuchus and go out there and do that right now, and it would be done. But am I going to? No, because I have to go to work today, and then I work tomorrow too. Also, my job is definitely along the Rose Parade route. It's a whole thing. I feel like I'm just going to be fighting people off that want to use our bathroom all day today. Anyway, okay. Make at least 4 YouTube videos. I can do that. I will do that. Learn a new skill for work, like accounting, my YouTube channel, sales, or marketing. 8, try a new activity, sailing, jet skiing, whitewater rafting. I may regret putting that on there. No, I want to go jet skiing at least. Okay. Ooh, maybe if I'm at the lake house, maybe I can do that. Ooh, I should have just put boating. Boating will count too, because I don't know how to operate a boat. But I would like to know how to, this is real specific. So this is under this, learn to back a boat into water. So my half brother has a boat, back boat into lake. Learn to back boat into lake. So I've always wanted a boat. I wouldn't even mind living on a boat. I've known some people who live on a boat. That's a pretty cheap way to live. But it's always been scary to me to back a boat into a lake. So maybe my half brother could teach me how to do that. I will text my half brother afterwards and maybe my half sister and be like, hey, I want to go to the lake house in 2024. And will you guys bring the boat, and will you teach me how to back it into the lake? We'll see how much my half brother trusts me. Okay. Travel somewhere new. It's not in the United States. I should have said that. So I would like to investigate really seeing the Northern Lights. I don't love the cold though, so we're going to have to see about that. Okay. Then I have take mom to half siblings to meet in Tennessee or at the lake house. Read at least 10 books. Audible counts. I am really into listening to an audiobook on my way to and from work. And I think somewhere, probably on a piece of paper, not on a board like this, I think I wrote down some goals for 2023 that weren't on that other vision board. And I know that read 10 books in a year was on that. And I'm pretty sure I've done that. Maybe we'll talk about that next time. Attend a conference, invest in self, vacation home, or investment property. Maybe this is something I've thought about, is although I would never sell this house, my mom and I Los Angeles, I'm not loving as much as I used to. And my mom and I have talked about moving to Georgia to be close to my half brother and half sister. Especially as she's getting older, because she didn't spend a lot of time with them when they were little. So we want her to be able to spend as much time with them now as possible. But maybe I could rent out this house and turn this house into an investment property and buy a house to live in Georgia. That's always something that I've kind of wanted to do. So maybe we make that a reality in 2024. Okay. Take golf and tennis lesson. So I already started investigating golf lessons, and somehow like the golf instructor ghosted me. How do you get ghosted by someone who you're trying to pay money to? But anyway, story of my life. Okay, so, but I would like to take a golf lesson and a tennis lesson. This is more of a wish, but whatever, wishes can become reality. Contribute the federal maximum to my 401k plan. Now that would be like $23,000. Right now I'm not in a financial place where I can even do that, but we've got it on the board, so we're going to try. Lower my blood pressure by like not being on my phone as much, by meditating early in the morning, by exercising more, because the theme is health is wealth, even though most of these things are not health related goals. And then 18, spend more time with mom. All right. So that is my 2024 goals. We have it written down. Oh, they also say you should keep it somewhere you can see, right? So if I pass this every day, we'll get some different pictures up here. I don't know what. Maybe we'll combine some of the pictures that I pulled off from 2021, and maybe we'll cut some of these pictures and put them on there so that we don't forget. Don't forget the most important goal of all that I'm not sure. Is it that I wanted a man, or that I wanted a cat, or that I want a man who likes cats? Maybe I want a man who has a cat. Maybe this man is in love with the cat. I don't want that. But yeah, all right, everybody. Let me know what your goals are for the year going into 2024. I know a lot of you said that you would like to find a Latin boyfriend. And I'm here for that. I'm not opposed to that. We didn't add that to my vision board, but that's okay, because I want to work on me before I really start dating someone seriously again. All right, guys, have a great 2024. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you have any New Year's traditions. I know a lot of people eat 12 grapes right before the clock strikes midnight. I've also heard you're supposed to wear red undies. So might as well do it all and try and have the best luck and the best life we can possibly in 2024. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the last finance and budget chat of 2023, and I'll see you next time. Happy New Year!